Black Ant Captain Jax freezes as a massive shadow looms over the grass. The morning sun disappears behind a terrifying, unseen giant. A dewdrop acts as a magnifying glass, intensifying the morning heat. The forest floor begins to sizzle under the focused light. Jax signals his squad to stay low in the shifting green. Their polished carapaces reflect the emerald hues of the environment.
Charge. Keep your eyes on the tree line. Don't let them flank us. Prepare.
The ground begins to tremor with a rhythmic thumping echo.
The ground
Deep beneath their
trembles.
feet, something massive
Prepare
is
to
approaching
strike.
the squad.
What approaches?
Jax kneels to inspect a broken pheromone trail in the damp earth. The chemical scent of the missing party is fading. A wall of jagged pebbles blocks the path like unscalable mountains. The small team looks up at the daunting rocky barrier. The squad moves in perfect synchronization to scale the steep incline. 6 legs work in a blur of disciplined motion.
Yes, Captain.
From the summit, they see the absolute devastation of the grain depot. Dust rises in thick gray clouds from the ruins. The storehouse smells of rot and the scent of foreign invaders. The destruction is a warning to any who enter. Jax spots a single survivor huddled behind a broken twig. Her antennae
Don't
twitch
be
in a frantic,
afraid.
silent plea for help.
No, I don't trust you.
Serrated mandibles poke out from the shadows of a nearby leaf. A calculated ambush point waits for the rescue team. The mission is critical for the survival of the entire colony. They must recover the golden seed before winter sets in.
For the colony. Forward.
They lead the descent into the dark and tangled undergrowth. Towering blades of grass stand like emerald skyscrapers around them. A sudden violent wind makes the grass sway dangerously above. The soil ripples with a vibration more intense than before. A trapdoor spider bursts from the earth with explosive force. Its fangs snap inches away from the rear guard's head.
Watch out.
The squad scatters with practiced precision to avoid the strike. They quickly reunite to pin the predator's joints down. They sprint toward the rusted remains of an old garden hose. This rubber canyon offers a path across the mud. They discover a fellow soldier suspended in a sticky web. High above, the weaver spider descends on a silver thread. Jax uses a sharp flint shard to saw through the silk. His team provides cover fire with burning acid sprays.
Now, take aim. Advancing.
The rescued ant falls into the waiting arms of the squad. The weaver's heavy body slams into the empty ground. They retreat into the safety of a narrow, hollow log. This tunnel keeps larger, multi-legged hunters far away. Deep inside the log, they find the glowing golden seed.
Power.
Its
We
bioluminescent
must be
hum
careful,
illuminates
Captain.
the dark,
Its
decaying
light
wood.
fills us with hope.
The seed is heavier than 10 ants combined together. They use a specialized triangular formation to lift the cargo. They
To the
carry the
other
glowing
side.
cargo onto a fallen
Forward.
autumn leaf.
Push.
The nearby rain
Heave.
puddle looks like an endless sea.
Almost there.
Red
You will
raiders
not
appear on the
pass.
opposite bank of the water. Their mandibles are stained with the juice of stolen fruit. The leaf becomes a makeshift raft on the turbulent water. The ants use their legs as oars to push away.
Something's moving. Beneath the surface.
A water strider attacks like a silver needle across the surface. It aims directly at the heart of the squad. Jax
You will
stabs
not
upward with
pass.
his obsidian blade to defend the raft. He drives the strider back into the
Scurry,
murky depths.
You insolent insect.
The raft hits a turbulent current as they approach the shore. They struggle to maintain control of the precious cargo. The Red
the
Raiders
hive.
form a wall of crimson armor on the bank. They block the only path forward for the squad. A
the
skirmish breaks
colony.
out on the slippery, muddy
Attack.
slope. The sound of clashing carapaces echoes like hammers against anvils.
Kill them.
Jax
the
kicks a balanced
colony.
pebble to trigger a mini landslide. The attackers are buried under a wave of heavy silt.
Retreat. Take cover. Move, move, move. Get behind the wall. Now.
The squad utilizes the chaos to climb a vertical, mossy wall. The golden seed is strapped firmly with silk ropes. From the wall, they see the Red Ant Fortress, a towering mound of clay guards the path back home.
Prepare for the swarm.
The fortress is a labyrinth of clay and fallen fly wings. It buzzes with the sound of 1,000 enemies. Jax signals for the hidden strike formation to move unseen. They lead the team into the shadow of a can.
Understood, Captain.
They move through the
Advance,
long
my
shadow
swarm.
cast by a rusted soda
For
can.
the colony.
The red metal towers over them like a fallen monument.
Yes, Captain.
The air inside the enemy tunnels is thick and spicy. Hostile pheromones make it difficult for the squad to breathe. A massive stag beetle stands guard in the central chamber. It is the Red Queen's champion, armed with industrial mandibles. The beetle snaps its jaws with a bone-chilling force. The vibration alone cracks the dry mud of the walls.
For the colony. Forward!
Jax draws his obsidian blade and leaps onto the beetle's thorax. He searches for a gap in the thick armor. The squad launches a synchronized barrage of formic acid. The acid blinds the beast, forcing it to thrash wildly.
Retreat!
The stag beetle roars in a low-frequency vibration of sound. It smashes its head into the ceiling in a rage. The impact causes a localized cave-in within the clay tunnel. Rocks tumble down, nearly crushing the golden seed. Jax delivers a paralyzing sting to the beetle's sensitive antennae. He works with surgical precision to disable the giant. The giant beetle crashes to the floor, shaking the mound. However, the alarm has already been raised by the sentry. Hundreds of Red Raiders swarm from the lower galleries. A sea of crimson mandibles closes in from every exit.
We stand together!
The squad forms a tight phalanx with interlocked shields. They push through the tide with the weight of the seed. They reach the surface just as a shadow blots the sun. A high-pitched drone of wings fills the heated air.
Strike hard!
An ornate wasp dives from the sky like a jet. It snatches a Red Raider officer in its talons. The battlefield turns into a three-way war of survival. The wasp's presence scatters the remaining Red Ant defenders. Jax leads his team directly through the wasp's towering legs. They use the carnage as a shield to reach safety. They reach the Great Crack, the final gateway to home. Safety lies within their own colony's territorial tunnels. One last Red Raider officer blocks their only way home. He is a veteran with a scarred face and broken antenna. Jax engages in a frantic, high-speed duel with the traitor. Their blades clash so fast they create tiny sparks. With a swift, low maneuver, Jax disarms the traitor ant. He pushes him into the dark abyss of the crack.
No.
The team dives into the safety of the deep tunnels. The wasp's stinger slams into the entrance behind them.
Almost didn't make it. Back off, beast!
Darkness gives way to the comforting scent of home. They recognize the royal pheromones and the fresh earth. Thousands of workers line the tunnels to welcome them. They vibrate their wings in a rhythmic, triumphant song. Jax delivers the golden seed to the High Council. Its light pulses like a heartbeat in the dark chamber.
The seed is secure. Remarkable.
The seed is planted in the central garden area. Its bioluminescence promises a new era of growth and plenty. The captain climbs to the highest peak of the hill. He watches the final rays of the sun disappear. The forest floor returns to a deceptive, quiet calm. Nocturnal predators begin their evening hunt in the shadows. Jax looks at his scarred mandibles and dusty armor. He knows the hard-won peace is only a reprieve. In the distance, the first silhouettes of a locust swarm. They begin to gather against the moon's pale light. Jax taps his thorax to signal his scouts for watch. The war of the insects never truly ends.
Captain, we are here.